Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, SPCA, Tampa Bay is the only nonprofit animal welfare agency that runs an open admission shelter and veterinary center in Pinellas County. The SPCA Tampa Bay Animal Shelter in Largo cares for nearly, are you ready for this, 7,000 animals annually that have been surrendered by their owners along with injured wildlife. Plus, they have a pet hospital in St. Pete that provides pet health care for dogs and cats. We're thrilled to have our friends from SPCA Tampa Bay back with us this month on Bayside. Good morning and welcome to Bayside. I'm your host, Sheli Sanders. So excited to introduce you to our next guest, friends of the show, longtime friend of the show, the CEO of SPCA Tampa Bay, Miss Martha Boden, and her adorable little friend. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Bruce. Love it. I'm loving this mohawk. Every time you come, we all get semi-giddy because we're like, oh my gosh, what furry friend is she going to have today? We miss Wingnut, but I know he'll be back. He'll be back in future shows because you always come back, and I love when you do because it enlightens us and reminds us of all the wonderful things that you guys are doing here in the Tampa Bay area for our furry family members and then some, right?
Thank you.
So let's kind of start broad. I mentioned in the open that you're a for-all shelter. And for a lot of folks, they're thinking, okay, well, what does that mean? For all? For all of what? All animals or all pets? What are we talking about here?
That's a great question. A for-all shelter means we're available to any animal, any person who needs our help. So it could be a cat or a dog situation, could be a pelican or a parrot, could be a pig or a guinea pig. So we'll take any species, any situation. If somebody's running into a challenge with a pet or an animal, we can help. We do a lot of work with wildlife. So you find an injured bunny in your yard, maybe a bird that fell out of a tree. We can help you with that kind of a situation, as well as maybe you've got an elderly family member who can't care for their pet anymore, and it's not a pet that you can share with another family member. You need some assistance, or you're having some behavioral challenges with a pet. We're there to help.
Oh, goodness. I can't imagine a worse place to be in, not being able to care for my furry family member. So you said all animals, including wildlife, but I think about, what about really big animals like a horse or cattle?
Yeah.
Even those?
We can. We have a 10-acre campus in Largo, so we have the space to help any size animal. We may not keep them for a long time. Sometimes we'll quickly transfer them to a partner that has a program more specifically designed for that. But we took in some donkeys a few years ago. We had an emu come in once.
Really?
All kinds of things. We had alligators show up. All sorts of interesting things have come across our doors.
Well, I'm glad that you brought these things up because instantly that's not... The SPCA is not the first thing that I think of if I think, oh gosh, a bird's falling out of the tree or an injured bunny or what are all these cows doing out here, right?
Hopefully that doesn't happen too often.
Right. So I don't instantly go to you or think of you as the go-to, but I don't know of another. It'd be like, okay, let me pull up a Google search, right?
Yep.
So I'm glad that we're talking about this because you guys think about it all when it comes to any animal that's walking this planet, and that means you're a full-blown resource center. Like you said, if this does occur, it may not be that it's in your care for the next couple of weeks or however long it takes to rehab or find a home for whatever said animal is, but you will find out and you'll have those resources, right?
Yes, we have an incredible network. We've been very lucky, but we have been at it for over 80 years, so that helps, right? We've been around the longest of any of the animal welfare organizations in the community, and we have a great network of people, and honestly, a community that really cares, and that makes such a huge difference, because that's what makes a community a great place to live, right? Is a humane, compassionate community that cares about animals and people.
Absolutely, and you are exactly right. I've been to many different events as it relates to animals, and I'm telling you, You guys at home, pat yourself on the back because you are a bunch of animal lovers like myself, and I love that too, and I'm sure Martha does as well. So 80 years in the making, that's quite a resume. So you guys definitely know what you're doing, and you certainly have those resources available, and I'm sure you work hand in hand with other pet-friendly or pet lovers, animal lovers, and so you really know what you're doing. And on top of that, you've got a small resume working, and now you're in the 7th year of a great pet hospital in St. Pete.
Yes.
That's exciting. So let's talk about that hospital. What kind of services do you offer there? Who can come to this pet hospital, and the veterinary services that you offer? Who is that open to?
So the hospital is open to anybody with a cat or a dog. We have a wonderful team of general practice veterinarians that are fabulous at helping you figure out what's the right plan for your pet. So it could be, basic exams and puppy care and kitten care, helping your youngster get settled into adulthood. It could be working with your pet throughout its life with just regular dental work and allergy care and support, that kind of thing, the odd infection that pops up, and then certainly senior care as well. So our veterinarians are there for the lifetime of your pet. And the wonderful thing is that all the proceeds from the hospital support all of the programs that we do. So we call it pawing it forward. So the veterinary bill that you pay not only helps your pet, but it's going to help animals like Bruce, who might need 2 or 3 weeks or more of care in our shelter.
I love that. So you're getting the necessary care and at the same time providing necessary means for other animals that you come across. I love that. Wow, what a beautiful thing. Pawing it forward. Love the name too. Yeah. So you mentioned seniors. Let's talk about senior dogs in particular. These guys, like Bruce, like your other family furry member, Wingnut. These senior animals, sometimes they get overlooked because I don't know a soul that doesn't love a puppy.
Yes.
My gosh,
yes.
And it's easy to oh my gosh, and the draw is there, understandable. So puppies and kittens. Well, let's talk about our senior pets and dogs in particular. I love that you call them diamond dogs. Tell me about that.
Well, I honestly can't take credit for all of that because we were approached by a wonderful partner in this community, Love My Dog Resort. The owner, Natalie, said, I want to do something that features senior dogs because she knows from her business how challenging it can be for senior pets in a home or certainly not in a home. So she said, what can I do to help make those dogs really shine? And we came up with the Diamond Dog Program. So her organization helps cover some additional blood work that we get to do with these senior dogs. So that means when you take a dog home like Bruce, you actually get a full panel of blood work that you can take to your veterinarian, and it's an expense you don't have to incur when you've adopted that pet. It also helps you figure out what kind of health challenges might this animal be facing that I might want to make sure I'm ready to care for if I'm going to take this pet home for another, like in Bruce's case, 5 to 10 years. So the Diamond Dog comes with some extra information, and then you get some wonderful post-adoption support, again, from Love My Dog. So you can get some daycare, you can get some time in their water park. It's just a wonderful partnership, and it really highlights what diamonds these little guys are.
Oh my gosh, and what a great organization. What a great place to take your dog, too. If you're looking for a doggy resort or doggy daycare, I mean, this place is great. Love My Dog Resort. Great partners with the SPCA Tampa Bay, which is who we've been talking to this whole entire time. You're looking at the website right there, and that's spcatampabay.org. Perhaps you'd like to get involved like Natalie, or you would like to adopt a pet, or perhaps you've got some treasures that you'd like to donate. That's where you're going to start. But we've got more coming up after the break. Don't go anywhere.